All right, welcome back to the channel, guys, with Paradox the Rapper, your favorite DIY YouTube rapper. And today I'm gonna show you how to get this 240 ready for wrap. I'm gonna do all the sanding, the rest of the body work now that the over fenders are back on. And then, if you stay towards the end, I will show you what the new wrap color will be. Okay, so here's the preliminary results of the sanding. I did a little bit of sanding last night, and it's looking really good. Let's step back real quick here. Yeah, without the side skirts on, it still looks really good. Then I can only imagine what it looks like with the skirts on. Now over here is once again Hamilton, but I did some sanding because there was like a key mark, like someone keyed this car right across, and it was like a deep gouge, went all the way down to the red paint. So once I sand away the primer and the blue layer, then it's good to go. There's just this little spot right here. I'm gonna run some bondo on it, and I'm gonna smooth it out. Down here as well, there is right here an indent going across this, so I'm gonna bondo this up and then make sure it's smooth before I put the new wrap on. Okay, so here's what I got. I laid down some bondo last night. Right here, so it looks a little rough, but that's okay. You just sand it down and it'll be smooth again. I'm not sure why there's like these little bumps, but the difference in this surface is not that big. It's just a little wavy. Once I sand it down, primer, and then resand the primer, it'll be good to go. Over here I did some more. Here I did some more. The hood I did some up there as well, and right there. But my bondo is starting to get kind of old, so I might need to go get some more bondo, but I think this would be okay. On this side, I did the same thing. You just basically get a healthy amount. If you want to know like how to mix it or whatever the hell, go check out my previous videos where I did Christian's and Kevin's car with the bondo. So yeah, you just lay some across. Doesn't really matter. And then you just sand it down. So I hope this gouge is not too deep. That's kind of funky. I'm gonna have to rebondo this. But I think I can still feel the difference here. So yeah, I do need to rebondo this. I'm just gonna sand it smooth and throw another layer on there. Gave it a quick wash after all the sanding, and this feels pretty good right now. There's like a slight indent right here, but I can cover that up with the primer. The primer is very nice because once you spray like kind of a heavy coat on here, you can sand the primer down, the filler primer, and it will be smooth again. So don't worry about any of these little imperfections or whatnot. The primer will cover if you get the right kind. Back here, that's looking pretty good. The original piece had part of a, they made like a little indent so you can know where to cut out your antenna, but since I antenna deleted it, we're just gonna run it like that. So yeah, that's gonna be nice. I feel a little bit, see these little pits right here? The wrap really won't show that. Well, maybe. Yeah, it'll just come up as an air bubble. So I'm gonna hit it with the primer, and I'm gonna use the primer to fill up these pits. You can use like body filler, like the putty kind, but I don't have any. So we're gonna use what we got. Once again, over here on this side, this is pretty on point. I don't feel a difference here, and there is a big gouge right here, if you guys can recall. And then down here as well, there's a big indent. Still a slight indent, but I'm gonna try to do it with the primer as well. If not, I'll just get some more Bondo, do a light glazing on it, and then sand it down, and it'll be good to go. Right here on the hood, this feels really good because there was a bump right there and then I banged it down. These are just because there's air bubbles in your Bondo. So when you go and lay it down and sand it, this happens. You can just fill it up once again, or I think I can do it with the primer as well. So that's about it. It's another day, and I really glopped on the primer. So all those little imperfections, this primer is so thick that you can just spray the shit out of it and you'll get runs like this. But this is on purpose. I found out in the last time I did this was that I can just spray the shit out of this primer and then have it run. But then once I sand it down, you can like do it like very precisely. So see this run right here? This is all on purpose because I really glopped on there because there was slight deviation in the gouge that I didn't get all the way with my Bondo. I don't want to keep rebondoing, but I can just keep spraying primer and then sanding it. So I can just build layers of primer, essentially. Over here, this is a little better. This is a little bit of that. So here is an example where I glopped on the primer. There was like a little crack right here, and then I basically sanded it down. Now this little one and this little one, once the wrap is on there, you won't really even see it. So if I really get annoyed with that, and I'll test the piece. If I can still see it, I'll sand it down some more or put on more primer. Over here, when I started sanding, I had a whole bunch of holes like that. I don't know why, just because of the material. And then I glopped on the primer. You guys see how thick that primer layer is? Because that's so thick, it translated over to these holes that were on there as well. But once you sand down all this thickness, it will even out. So all you gotta do is make it to the bottom of the holes. Similarly right here too. So that should all go away. And on top of that, today I am going to drill holes. Basically, I'm putting the back bumper against this thing, and I'm gonna just drill bolts that will keep the two pieces together. So that will hold up the bumper, and then I'll be good to go. I don't need to attach it here. I can just attach it over here somewhere with zip ties. Okay, let's do it. Let's finish this off, and I'll show you the wrap. Okay, so here we got the thing mounted up. Basically, I just put a screw right there. I just screw this metal part and then another one right here to the bumper itself, so it holds everything up and it kind of just lines up. This whole quarter panel over here, I have issues because it's been damaged, so the fitment's not great. Let's see. There we go. So something like that. That's pretty bad, but it is a drift car, so I guess we'll just deal with it and then that's just how it's gonna be. I try to prop this thing up so we can pop it out some more by kind of just screwing some rubber things that came off my VR4 onto here, and hopefully that works. If not, I don't know, maybe I can put something else there too and help pop this top corner back out more. But for right now, it's just gonna sit kind of like that. Yeah. Anyway, not a big deal. Drift car. So the rest of the car, I'm pretty much done sanding. Here you can see the hood. So that little bump fluctuation's gone. Oh, there's no nasty little line. I'll take that down some more. And then there was a bump fluctuation over here, but the primer has filled it up. And then over here, this is pretty much ready to go. A little rough still, but I'll finish it off with some higher grit sandpaper. I need to run to the store and get stuff. Okay, so before I lay the wrap on, I'm gonna do a walk around just so I have a record of what this car looks like before I'm done with it in its rawest form, with the sanding and the different color panels and all of that stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys will be blown away once this thing is done. So it's nice to have a little bit of a comparison. This other side is kind of the same. It looks better on this side actually than that side. There we go. But yeah, up close. Oh, oh, dirty. This, you guys, is gonna be the sexiest drift car on the internet, I guarantee you. Okay, there it is. Let's do this. Okay guys, that's it for this video. The very last part that you've been waiting for, here it is. This is one of the colors. So this is a Tech Wrap black shiny carbon fiber. You can kind of see it there. Very nice. I've been using this on a couple of cars, and I'm thinking about putting this on the roof. So possibly the mirror too, I don't know, I'll have to see. I do like the gloss black mirror, but this whole column right here is probably gonna be carbon fiber, and then the roof as well, and maybe this piece that I sand down. So possibly right here too, I don't know. You guys tell me. There's a choice between this or a gloss black for the top. Let me know in the comments. But here, yes! Here guys is the color that the 240 will be. This is a Tech Wrap Neochrome. So only Tech Wrap offers this, and the Chinese brand Annie Wu, who I use the wrap material for my VR4 for the chrome one, also has this. So let's have a closer look. I'll show you guys the goods. Look at that. Look at that. So it has a protective coat on top of it to keep it nice and glossy. And then you can kind of see the color shifting. This is going to be crazy. All up on the car. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do the sides, the front bumper, the back bumper, and that's probably it. I didn't get a lot of this material, so we'll see. We'll see how much I do, but ideally I'm just gonna do the sides first and the bumpers, and whatever's left, I'll see what I got. I definitely don't have enough to do the whole car in it. So that's why we're going with the accents. And this probably doesn't look good on a drift car anyway, on the whole thing, just because it can get damaged. So you guys let me know. Should I do the hood in this color and the trunk as well, or in carbon fiber? Let me know what you think. Okay guys, that's it for this episode. Tune in next time where we're going to San Jose, but on the way, we're gonna meet up with Louis, pick up my VR4 that he's been working on and he's totally fixed all the valve stem seals, and it's running spectacular now. We'll see what the VR4 looks like, and then we're gonna make our way to Weekfest, where we're gonna do some live at the show wrapping and repairs for Kevin and possibly Christian. I haven't seen those cars in a while, so we're gonna do the touch-ups for it. After about 3 weeks or so, you can really see what the wrap does once it's on, so that's why we're going down there to do touch-ups. And by now, both Kevin and Christian's car are 100% will behave the way that it is forever. So any lifting or any issues, I'm going down there to correct it. So until next time, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.